family ting. Dumb man, I broke no salary ting. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie ting. Hashtag Murky Academy ting. Way there, wanna chat about bars, wanna chat the boot. I got the that I kick up to you. Then boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
The house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I go Maggie, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to lie my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this.
Start your season with recommended.
Man, I'm getting way too big for myself. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple back.
Your season starts now.
In the pipeline, man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for this. Should've looked after you.
Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup.
Random flag, get a plane to guitar. This year I learned. This next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then boy there try to suck the truth. Dare you to suck the truth. Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it right away. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold I work. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way that Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh, I feel with you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like
The sun is blasting out, rainbow light, rainbow light.
you got me like
You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on. never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, help me. Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just wanna see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. When I see through optics, transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on a mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, help me. Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Man, it's all a plot and I'm just revealing. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, help me. It's just the way I feel. Mom's been wasting so long. I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm living on restless. I said, Logie, help me. I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. To me, Logie, you help me, well. I said, Logie, help me. I said, Logie, help me. I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. Lighter on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Raleigh, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bump, me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real feel, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my phone to me. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man. I never change. good on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me when it's cool, yeah. Keep one, move, yeah. You my little baby boo, yeah. I love you like my favorite color blue, yeah. Real spill, yeah. I'd rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, niggas shame me. Had to get it how I got it on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty soul to treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Roll it from the cradle to the grave, yeah. Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Rivers' Vikings going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from New Era Field. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out in his 7th year now out of Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
In his 2 years as a starting quarterback in Buffalo, he had over 1,100 yards on the ground, so we know that he can scoot. But don't underestimate his right arm either. 37 touchdown passes and just 12 interceptions in those 2 seasons.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll set up the screen to McCoy. A solid stiff arm. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 28 yards on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a long night.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. There's the first NFL catch for East Carolina's Zay Jones. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Blake Bortles, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score, but they face a second and long to start things out. The first thrown out for the backup, Keenum. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do?
Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The first thrown out for the backup, Nathan Peterman. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for his second.
Here we go.
Third and 2. Now Peterman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick O'Leary, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide.
He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, Keenum. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Keenum. Steps away to his left. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing is Keenum. It's brought in by Floyd. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down throw. Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Peterman back into his end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to work.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's what, 50-50, run it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Keenum. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go!
3rd and 2, Keenum. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Offense.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Peterman to throw. Open space inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sharif Floyd getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw is Keenum. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Keenum. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota 1st down. Again, it's Keenum. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Keenum now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On the ground, this is Sankey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bishop Sankey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action now. Peterman. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free. Got some room at the 30. It's a foot race. 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. To throw is Peterman. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 22. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Keenum now to throw. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working from the gun, Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go.
On play action, it's Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. On play action, Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Peterman on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Daniil Hunter able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
I stay myself, I never change. Yeah.
Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan.
But I still low. Got 100 different to myself on. Still 33 for low. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the window low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with it. Don't
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
get it, how I got it on my phone, 2 feet. Don't blame me on what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change. Yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain. Yeah. Do whatever, get you paid. Yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave. Yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with school,
These players are on the last year of their contract.
you my little baby boo, girl. I love you like my favorite color blue, girl. Real spill, yeah. I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with it. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone, 2 feet. Don't blame me on what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same
I
man.
stay myself, I never change. Yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain. Yeah.